Have you ever thought, I just need to do better keyword research? And then found yourself with 27 browser tabs open, half filled spreadsheets, contradicting SEO advice, and still no decision made? Today, we're talking about why keyword research feels so overwhelming and how one small step can move you forward without overthinking.
All right, welcome to today's training, why keyword research feels overwhelming and how you can simplify it. If you've been blogging for any amount of time, this is going to feel really familiar to you. You create content. You know SEO matters, kind of. Does it still? I don't even know. You've watched tutorials. You've tried different tools and resources. You've researched your keywords. You've saved your lists. And on the surface, it feels like you're making progress.
Yeah, but underneath, many bloggers still continue to feel unsure which keywords to actually use, overwhelmed by conflicting data, stuck between too broad and too niche, paralyzed by too many options, afraid of choosing the wrong keyword. So today we're going to break down why keyword research isn't actually a knowledge problem. We're going to break down the one simple clarity check that reduces keyword overwhelm, how to move forward without guessing. We don't think, we know, right? And why real-time feedback removes decision fatigue. But before we get into that, I want you to text the word focus to 251-644-6701 to get your free printable.
All right, so here's what you're going to learn. The most common keyword research mistakes that bloggers are making, why keyword confusion feels like a productivity problem. You're going to learn how to run one simple keyword clarity check. You're going to learn where decision fatigue actually comes from and how live support removes that feeling of spinning all the plates.
Yeah. So what are you going to walk away with? You're going to walk away with a clearer understanding of what keywords matter for your site. Not Crystal's site, not Kelly's site, not some phantom site that SEMrush tells you, your actual site. You're going to walk away with relief from feeling like you're missing out on that special tidbit that if you just knew that one thing, right? You're going to get one immediate action to simplify your next step, and you're going to get a path to get a second set of eyes when you most need them.
All right, so would you like to know what the number one keyword research mistake that bloggers are making is?
Yes.
Treating keyword research like a one-time perfect decision. And most bloggers do it like this. They open a keyword tool, they search a topic idea, they collect keyword lists, they compare the volume, the difficulty, and the trends. They save everything. They walk away overwhelmed and they don't publish. And what they just did is what everybody else is doing. And this is why it's such a stuck feeling. Okay.
Yeah, it's all good effort. But here's the problem. When you believe that you must find the perfect keyword before publishing, every choice feels super high stakes, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the issue isn't lack of SEO knowledge. The issue is decision fatigue.
Right. So let's talk about what simple keyword intention actually means. You don't need perfect keywords, contrary to popular belief. You need intentional keywords.
Yes. A usable keyword simply needs to match the topic that you're actually writing, reflect what your reader would search, and fit naturally into your existing content ecosystem. If any of those feel unclear, keyword research starts to feel heavy.
Okay, so let's give you a couple of examples. If you are a recipe creator, your readers are searching for things like easy family dinners, budget meals, slow cooker recipes, meal planning help, grocery savings. So aligned keywords might be things like cheap family dinner ideas or weekly meal plans on a budget or slow cooker freezer meals, something like that.
But misaligned keyword chasing looks like best printable kitchen wall art. But that is the kitchen. No, but you're not writing about kitchens. You're writing about recipes.
Right.
DIY kids scavenger hunt at home. Right? So even if they have high search volume, they attract people who don't want your core content.
Right.
And that means traffic that doesn't stay, visitors who don't subscribe, posts that don't build momentum. The keyword isn't wrong, it was just misaligned.
Right. Right. Think about this. Some people do homework in the kitchen. If you're a recipe blogger, does that mean that just because homework happens in the kitchen, you're going to start talking about homework on your blog? No. Right? Okay. So this is why keyword research feels so heavy. It creates this invisible overwhelm. And when you don't know which keyword matters the most, what volume or competition thing you need to be paying attention to, when you don't even know if you're choosing correctly, like you feel so much, what is it? Analysis paralysis, right? Every decision feels bigger than it needs to feel. And it feels super heavy and it's paralyzing.
It is. Number 2, it triggers over researching. So now we're like, I just need to search a little more. I just need to do more. I need more tools, more keyword research trainings, blah, 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 blah. But more tools equal more data. More data equals more decisions. And more decisions equals more spinning. Research is not the problem. Clarity is the problem.
Right. All right. So number 3, it triggers perfectionism. Keyword research sits at the intersection of strategy, data, and confidence. So when something feels unclear, you are left wondering, is this the right keyword? What if I choose the wrong one? What if I'm wasting time? What if my competitors are going after the same one and I'll never be able to compete with them? That uncertainty drains your momentum and causes overwhelm.
It does. The truth is, most bloggers don't need more keyword tools.
Yep.
They simply need a simple decision framework. When clarity is present, publishing feels easy. Content planning feels light. SEO stops feeling intimidating and momentum returns.
That's right. So here is the simple keyword clarity check. I want you to ask yourself, does this keyword match what I'm truly writing about? Would my ideal reader actually search for this phrase? Does this fit naturally with my existing content topic? If any of that feels unclear, that's your real bottleneck, not the traffic, not the effort, not the tools, just the fact that you need decision clarity. That's a thing.
Yeah, most bloggers think they need better keyword research, but they really just need a simpler way to decide. Because over researching creates overwhelm. Directional clarity creates momentum.
So if all of what we've talked about today raised more questions than gave you answers, that's normal. And we want you to know that. Keyword research, again, it sits at that intersection of strategy, data, and confidence. That's difficult.
Yeah, which means that most people should not be trying to figure that out alone. Businesses have entire C-suites of people whose job it is to figure that out. So if you're stuck deciding which keywords actually matter for your site, it's a great question to bring into a live session over at Six Figure Blog Strategies Mastermind. Okay, you don't have to figure it out alone. We'll put a link down in the description.
So if you're stuck spinning on keywords, this is exactly what we work through over in Six Figure. Kelly walks through keyword direction and next steps when she does her trainings that she does each week.
Yeah, and deeper strategy mapping happens inside our weekly live masterminds that are run by Monique and Angela, because keyword research is not about knowing more. It's about deciding faster with support. So this week I want you to do one thing. I want you to open your current content plan, pick one upcoming post, and write down.
You're going to write down what the post is truly about. You're going to write down what your reader would search to find it. You're going to write down whether that phrase fits your site's content direction that you're going in. If anything from that feels unclear, that's your next clarity conversation. Okay. So text the word focus to 251-644-6701. If you do text the word focus to that number and you do not get your printable, then what I want you to do is, that means you've probably D&D'd us. You need to text the word start and only the word start. Wait up to 30 seconds. Then text the word focus, and that should get you back into the rotation and un-D&D'd, so to speak. Okay? All right.
So real quick, just reiterate. The reason that keyword research feels overwhelming is not because you don't know enough. You know enough.
You know too much.
Probably. It's because you're carrying too many decisions alone. You don't need more tools. You need simpler direction.
That's right. And if you're stuck spinning, this is exactly the kind of questions and discussions that you would bring to our office hours, okay? Instead of guessing alone, or you would bring and come to a mastermind or meet with one of the coaches about it. Okay? All right, guys, you've got this. And you don't have to overthink your way through it. We are here to help you. All right, we'll see you in the next video.